Hey guys, welcome back. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Jaira, and as usual I'm out here exploring products, things that works best with olive skin tones. And today I'm doing something different. I know I've been doing makeup, foundations and everything, but I've been getting a lot of requests to do fashion and what colors work best for olive skin tones. If you're not sure of your olive skin tone and you're still exploring your undertones, I did do a video on that to find like indicators to see if you're olive skin tone or not. So check that out. And again, before I dive in, I want to say I just started an Instagram account. I would love your support, so please follow olive.embrace and you'll find the same information, almost the same information on YouTube, but you'll get updates if I do upload on my YouTube channel, and you'll get more tips, hacks, IGTV. I'm gonna try and be as active as I can. So olive skin tones is a very tricky thing, because from my experience, when I do search what looks best on olive skin tones in terms of makeup, fashion, you do not see much people discussing about that. Everything's about neutral, pink, and yellow. But yes, olive is kind of in a weird category. But from my experience, what I do is I look at celebrities that have olive undertones and see like who looks good in what color. Something that I learned, I watched it on YouTube as well, is that you may pull off colors, like it may not look that bad, like it doesn't look bad, but the important thing is that it enhances your tones. So I mean, you can wear neon colors, but is it the best to enhance your tone? That's, I guess, where I'm getting at, and that's what I'm going to be explaining in today's video. Throughout the video, I'm going to be switching clothes and try to show you the different colors and everything. But some celebrities I want to discuss that are olive skin tones that I think pull off any color would be like Kardashians. So Kim Kardashian, she is definitely olive undertone, and as you can see, she can pull off, or like she wears neon green, neon pink, anything neon. But personally, the question is, does it enhance her tone? Like, should we avoid bright colors? Like, that's the question. I guess I'll leave that up to you. For me, I'm not much of a bright neon person. I prefer neutral colors. And I don't think it also enhances my skin tones. For me, I would avoid bright colors, especially like neon. It just doesn't look good on my skin. I am warm olive, but I'm not sure for you if you prefer it. But for me, my advice is try to avoid bright colors. I'm going to show you an example of what bright color looks like on my skin. So here we go. Okay, so here's me wearing bright pink. Don't ask me how I have it. My mom got it for me because she just loves bright colors. Every time she gets me something, I don't know, in her mind she thinks I'm still a baby and she gets me bright colors. So this here is neon pink. It doesn't look super bad, but I also don't think it's enhancing my skin tone. Like yeah, it's just not my favorite. Like if you look at me walking around this, you'd be like, oh yeah, it's okay, compared to like something that looks really good with olive skin tone. Here's another color, same top. It's bright blue. Look at this. Yes, that's how bright it is. Yeah, that lighting's probably, it captures it better. So it's like bluish, greenish, but really bright. And again, look, I feel like it washes out my skin tone. It's not the best. I think even when I tan, I think even like this one wouldn't be bad if I tan, but this one, if I tan, I don't think it will be great. So from my experience, again, I'm not an expert, it's up to you. I don't advise going for really bright colors on olive skin tone. And the next thing I want to talk about would be I hear a lot of things or people saying that if you're olive skin tone, try to avoid wearing green. I want to kind of say yes and no. From my experience, there are shades of green that could make you look very dull because olive skin tones, again, there's cool, there's warm olive, but because of the green natural hue in our skin, sometimes it tends to clash. But again, it depends on the warmth and the hue of the green on your skin. For me, warm olive, there are certain greens, like I love wearing like dark emerald green or military green. It looks really, really, really good in my skin, but when I wear like kind of like a dull grayish green, I look pale and sick. Like I look very ashy. So I'm gonna put it on again here in a few minutes. I'm gonna put on the dull one first, just so you see the difference, and then I'll put on the darker green to let you know what it looks like. So okay, so this green, it's not that bad, but this is the only like dull green that I have, because it does have a bit of darker green, so I do wear it sometimes, but I don't love it. Reason why is like this pale part makes me look very ashy in pictures, so whenever I wear this and I take photos, it just makes my face look very gray. Like look at it right now, it's not like compared to like the stuff that I've worn in the past, it's just not great on my skin tone. So for me, I would say avoid like grayish green colors. Here's like a pants that I have that's like grayish green, and look at it next to my face. Like it doesn't enhance my skin tone at all, and I think it's because like it clashes with that grayish hue that olive skin tones naturally have. So again, yeah, I would recommend to avoid grayish green, but I'm gonna put on the darker green here. Okay, so here is the darker green, and I love, 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 love this shade of green. I think it's like, I don't know, jade, emerald, dark green, but again, the darker greens I think look great on olive skin tones, especially warm olive. If you tan, especially when you tan, I think it looks great. It definitely enhances, like, I think you could tell the difference with the green jacket and this. Actually, let me grab it. So this color, not bad, but I don't think it looks great, but this color enhances the skin. So in terms of green, I think you just have to find the right shade of green for your skin. Now I'm gonna dive into the whole discussion about pastel colors. I've been reading a lot online, and people are saying if you have olive skin tone, avoid pastel colors. Again, I want to say yes and no. There are some pastel colors that looks great. An example is like a celebrity who has warm olive skin tone, but sometimes is light, sometimes is dark. Is Mila Kunis. Like, if you can see, she's wearing like a pastel pink, but the shade of pink or pastel, it still has a bit of, I guess, hue, tone, or saturation to it. So I think in terms of pastel colors, you want to avoid the really, really dull, washed out colors. Like the super, super washed out ones. I do own some pastel colors. I think like my favorite is the pastel pink. I think it works really well on my skin. One thing I want to avoid is like pastel yellow, and again, it's really dull. I'll show you the difference here in a bit. So here we go. Okay, so this is the Dahle Yellow I'm talking about. I know what you're gonna say. You're probably gonna say it's not even that bad, but I don't think my camera captures it completely. Sometimes like when I'm wearing this and someone takes a video of me, I just look very ashy. But here, I'm gonna put it closer to the camera. You can see how off my skin looks. Like, it doesn't complement it compared to like the dark green, any other color. That's what I'm talking about, because I do get tan too, but it's like super dull and pastel, like really washed out yellow. So I think, with my experience, avoid really washed out colors. You're gonna look very sick and pale and ashy. So I'm gonna put on like the pastel pink, and I'll show you what that looks like. So okay, So this is the pink blazer I'm talking about. It's more of like a pastel pink, but I think if it had more of the pink hue in it, it would look even better. But it's not as bad as the yellow. So what I'm trying to say, I think, is try to avoid really dull colors, especially really dull green and really dull yellow, because it tends to clash with the olive undertone. So now that I've talked about what to avoid wearing when you have olive skin tone or undertone, now I want to dive into what looks best on olive skin tone. There, again, like I said, there are a lot of colors that look good with olive skin tone, so I want to show you my favorite that work best on me. So here we go. Okay, so what looks best on olive skin tones, I think number one and my fave, and I love wearing this color, is white. So you can never go wrong with white, especially with olive undertones. I think it looks amazing on people, whether you're light or dark, because especially when you're dark, when you tan, white looks amazing on olive skin tones, and you can never go wrong with white or black. So that's one. Another color that I love, I'm not going to be wearing them because I have them right here and it's going to be quick, are coral and blush colors on my skin tone. So this dress here, like this color, looks really well on my skin, and this color, this one's pants. These kind of colors, the blush pinks, coral, they look really great on olive skin tones. So I know they're actually my go-to every time like I go out. Like white, coral, and blush colors, and also nude. Again, like I think it's also a trend now, everyone's going for nude everything. Like nude lipstick, nude tops, nude everything. So this one is kind of like a nude beige top that looks really great on my skin. And yeah, those are like the neutral colors. When it comes to color, I think dark blue looks really well. I don't have my dark blue dress right now, and red, but there's a certain type of red that I think you should try. The bright red, it doesn't look bad, but I don't think it enhances my skin as much. But these kind of reds, I think they're kind of like burgundy, like darker red, they look really great on my skin. So those are the top colors. Again, that's white, nude, corals, burgundy, blues. They look really great on olive skin tones. And yeah, so that's all I wanted to say. Hopefully this video helped so much just to explain and show you what looked great and what didn't look great. The reason why I didn't have to put those on is because it was straightforward. I just wanted to show you what the dull colors and the neon, the bright colors looked on my skin tone. Again, I'm not an expert. It could work for you, it could not work for me, or vice versa. I'm just speaking from experience. Hopefully this video helped, and if it did, if this video helped, don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Again, it's olive.embrace. So thanks so much for tuning in.